Just as you can run fully automated scans in SpiderFoot, you can also run manual investigations. Investigations enable you to leverage SpiderFoot's powerful data collection and analysis capabilities, but in a user-controlled manner, step by step. So, unlike a fire and forget scan, which will automatically utilize all enabled modules during the scan, an investigation gives you full control over which modules to utilize through a visual, graph-based interface. Let's start by giving our investigation a name and a target. Click the Help button to see all the target types that SpiderFoot supports. Just like scans, you can also specify multiple targets for your investigation. You can now start the investigation. Let's first get acquainted with the investigation interface. You'll immediately see a graph in the center representing your targets, a log window below, and the entity detail window to the right. When you mouse over a graph node, the entity detail window will be populated with the information about that node, and the log provides you with status updates during the data collection process. The graph can be dragged, zoomed in and out with your mouse wheel, and you can even browse the data of the investigation just as you would a scan. Let's now collect some data. Looking at the graph, we can see we have a node for the domain name we specified as our target. We can right-click on that node and see that the Investigate menu presents us with a number of options for collecting data about that node. So in this case, let's do a Whois lookup on this domain name. Now, SpiderFoot is collecting data and it will populate the graph as data arrives. We can see that SpiderFoot has retrieved the Whois record and the registrar for that domain. We can repeat the process, but for the Whois record this time, and see that other modules are available. Let's run the phone number extractor, which will extract phone numbers from the Whois record. SpiderFoot is now analyzing the Whois record and returning any phone numbers found within that Whois record. As briefly shown earlier, you can also browse the data from your investigation just as you would a scan. We can see that all the data we had in our graph is also available for browsing. For instance, we can see the phone numbers that were extracted from the Whois record obtained during the investigation. You can go back to the Investigate section anytime and resume the investigation to collect more data.